Thank you, Robert Rossi.
The morning sun was rising, lighting up that battlefield where brothers once stood side by side till their fates were sealed. Johnny left his father's rifle, set his sights on Tennessee, trying to find the meaning of what freedom used to be. Shadows of the gray and blue drifting on the breeze. Heroes lost to endless time. Did we learn what they believed? From Bull Run down to Shiloh, they gave all they had to give. Shadows of the gray and blue, do we know how to live? Mary sat by Shenandoah, watching time just flow, waiting for her William, the one she'd always known. He wrote her words from battlefields, blood and ink both stained. Promised her he'd come back home, but nothing stays the same. Shadows of the gray and blue drifting on the breeze. Heroes lost to endless time. Did we learn what they believed? From Gettysburg to Chattanooga, they gave all that they had to give. Shadows of the gray and blue, do we know how to live? Georgia's fields he was running, traded chains for Union blue. Sam stood tall at Gettysburg, with freedom breaking through. Across the ridge where courage stayed, under that July sky, he knew that there was something more, and he held his head up high. Shadows of the gray and blue drifting on the breeze. Heroes lost to endless time, did we learn what they believed? And from Vicksburg to Appomattox, they gave all they had to give. Shadows of the gray and blue, do we know how to live?
Welcome, everybody, to the AI Learning Lab. It's video night. Why not? Why not? Thanks for the kind words, Stacy Rodriguez. These videos are awesome while you're on a roll. Yeah, these are all pretty much videos I made in here, or the one I'm about to show. Kelly Bosch did the video, and I did the Quantum Cipher song. But is that the next one? Yeah, that's the next one. And then Foobsy said, hey, and he tried a link that a prompt that I put on TikTok, and it blew his mind. So I'll tell you what that prompt is after video night.
I'm tangled with the beat, spooky action in the booth. Split the atom with a pattern, every bar's a burst of truth. Superposition in the mission, fusion fusing my intentions. Parallel in every line, I'm a prism of dimensions. Multisyllabic antics, I'm manic with the semantics. My rhymes collide like particles, dynamic and gigantic. Oscillate and dominate, I'm weaving quantum states. Spit a verse and watch the multiverse reciprocate. I'm discreet like Planck's beat, energy in tight packets. When I rap, it's math and motion, flipping flows into fractals. E equals NC squared in every letter I write. My pen ignites like antimatter when it clashes with light. Quick as a flick of a wrist, I'm a lyrical catalyst. Atomically splitting the script, I'm equipped with the maddest wit. Flipping the tempo, I benzos, igniting the mental crescendo. Sending my syllables, slicing through time like a sharp innuendo. Quantum precision, I'm ripping the rhythm, I'm spitting in prisms. Infinite visions, I'm shifting dimensions with lyrical decisions. Accelerate, levitate, elevate thoughts in a turbulent spin. I'm the velocity ripping apart the facade that you're certain you're in. Time dilation and cadence, I stretch the seconds I'm pacing. Heisenberg with the mic, uncertainty's the foundation. Observer effect in effect, the second I start to speak. Collapse reality's potential with every word that I tweak. Yo, my flows are Fermion spinning in lyrical collisions. Every bar's a cork sparking a fusion of my visions. I'm a wave in a particle, unpredictable art. Entangled in the cipher, splitting atoms with my heart. From wormholes to portals, I'm immortal with the schemes. Through the fabric of this rap, I sew the threads of my dreams. Dark matter in my patterns, unseen but colossal. Black hole soul pulling rhythms through the gospel. Double the trouble, I'm stacking the rubble. My rhymes are combusting, speeding and weaving. Believe it, I'm leaving your speakers erupting. I'm the equation of pacing, erasing the limits of sound. Taking the crown, breaking the bounds. I'm a force you can't slow down. Rapidly tapping the map of my mind. I define every pattern in motion. Bars are a bullet, I pull it and shoot it with ruthless devotion. I'm the ignition of friction, depicting a world that is vivid and bright. Fire and fury, I bury the track in a blaze at the speed of light. Shifting perspectives midline like quantum flips in my grind. Infinite chances to shine. I'm the master of space-time. Every rhyme's a singularity, collapsing the infinite. I'm the big bang slang, expanding my imprint limitless. So step into the quantum where the chaos aligns. My bars are entropic logic, redefining the divine. From the smallest of particles to the cosmos that we know. This is rap at its limit, quantum flow.
Let it glow. Yeah, Quantum Cipher, baby. That one, if you don't know the story of that one, that I tried for 2 years to get ChatGPT to write lyrics in the style of Eminem with his sophisticated double and triple entendres and internal rhyme schemes. And it could never do it until last November. They did a creative writing update to ChatGPT 4.0. And just all of a sudden it could do it. And so that's what that was. And then that was written in Suno. That was done in Suno. Crazy, right? A little ode to Ansel Adams. What's going on over here? Do I have something weird happening? Yes. Okay. You weren't seeing the whole frame on TikTok. Where's...
I'm the quantum gumshoe, running through sunless tunnels for mourners of order, late in the Copenhagen quarter. Corpses of old concepts clutter corners, stumbling over subtle signals scribbled in riddles by Dirac's devils. Levels of gravity unravel rapidly, my mind spinning like spiral bevels. I spot Schrodinger's cat, half hissing, half dismissing. It whispers cryptic quips, these equations of cagey prisms keep listening. Pistol whip a principle, Heisenberg's henchman, flinch at uncertain vengeance. Each sentence drenches senses, intention, dense dimensions lack repentance. Maxwell's demons dealing heat on cold streets, stacking stacked anomalies. I'm following photons, dropping clues, no news crews, just quantum economies. Mid-block, I'm on classical clocks, time's tide, trying to hide inside a paradox box. My notebook's choking on code words that explode into nodes of thought. Shots, ionizing my eyes on lies. No wise guys can disguise these highs and lows. The city's glowing in unknown tones. My neural groans echo in undertones. I interrogate entangled witnesses, whispering infinite instances of influence. Fluid truths elude me. Bose-Einstein mobs nod to a silence incongruent. A fame man, diagrams scrawled in an alley's rallying fractions of facts and fractions. Abstractions react, contracting my traction. Realities.
I did, Silver Fox. This is one where I tried to get it to do storytelling as well as sophisticated language.
Each clue's a skew, view skewed dualities, my brutal cue. Shooting through illusions, truth diffusion is what I'm duty bound to pursue. Under neon ions, I'm eyeing subtle signs aligned in prime rhyme designs, confining Einstein's guidelines to side.
The Sydney soundtrack is on SoundCloud, Stacy. If you go to SoundCloud and search for Sydney, an artificial love story, you'll find the soundtrack there.
Pipelines inside my mind try to define what's missing, but this mission's twisting, shifting positions, quantum conditions, mock cognition, my suspicions spark transitions.
Yeah, I know this one's too quiet, Vicky, isn't it? The levels on this are bad. All right, there's not much video here, so we'll move on from this one. But that's a good one. I like that one. It's just I don't know why that one was, the levels on that one were so bad. Another Kelly Bosch video. We made the song on a live here one night.
Cedar Hill is a quiet town where the oak trees sway. The whistle of the train echoes through the day. People greet you with a nod. Nothing ever seems to change. But the stories still unfold, each unique and strange. She grew up tough in the town we call home. Folks never took to her, no matter her tone. Longing to be on the inside, longing for love just a little. She found herself as a guest in the nervous hospital. Weird Mary from Cedar Hill, she howls when she's blue, of sadness and shame under the southern moon. But when the sun sets behind those Appalachian hills, Mary's voice it carries and the whole town chills. She walked to the gas station, winked at the clerk. She stole her a soda, then she called him a jerk. In her own little world, she floats in the breeze among the townsfolk who whisper with ease. In a town that never understood her soul, she found beauty in the wild, let her story unfold. Her laughter echoes in the wind, she was never the same. Weird Mary from Cedar Hill, you'll remember her name.
Weird Mary. Weird Mary. Da, 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 da.
To kill you for $1, desperate for an end to this monotony. You look like a warm one, your future all set. Let me lick your pockets, I'll take what I can get. I don't need your kindness, your contact, your jokes, or your pitiful love. Do you have any smokes? Can't go back to Kansas or 3-channel TV. You know what's coming, your future is me. The rats control the sewer pipe, and in this waste they multiply and feed upon their young. And here they flock, they strain, they push to be much more than they can be. Eyes like sharks, the light feel chill to the bone. This is the channel that leads you back home. A dollar buys your power, a dollar buys regret, a dollar buys a silence your conscience won't forget. And here they flock, they strain, they push to be much more than they can be. Eyes like sharks that lack the light to look upon their destiny. Need to kill you for a dollar. To kill you for a dollar. For a dollar.
Nice. There's a little trip down memory lane for everybody. For all you irregulars, if you're new here, that little parade of videos and songs is stuff that, I don't know, over the past year and a half or so, we've either made on this channel or I've showed off on this channel, things like that. I didn't even show, any of the Sydney stuff other than that one video from Times Square. All right. Am I showing this? Yes. We're going to look at irregulars on the AI Salon. If you're not on the AI Salon, get your ass on the AI Salon. What are you thinking? What are you doing with your life? Nice. Down memory lane. Love it. There's a little Champy. Champy got in on the action with Weird Mary. Nice. Beauty, beauty, beauty. Producer Brandon has been facsimiled. All right, what do we want to do tonight? I don't really have an agenda. There's some Perplexity Pro stuff. Claude can now edit files. Oh yeah. Let me go back to the AI Salon for a second. So if you're in the AI Salon and you haven't joined the Mastermind, or if you are if you're thinking about joining the AI Salon, you should just join the AI Salon. But we have this thing called the Mastermind. And the Mastermind is a subscription area in the salon. And today, for Mastermind members, Cindy Kuhn and I kicked off week 1 of the AI Prototyping Club. We had a bunch of people in there. There were some irregulars in there. So there were some new people in there. It was a really good course. And I actually took, so if you were here last night, I came up with that idea for the 303 prompt walk, the combination of a photography walk and a prompting class. And so I kind of prototyped building out that course in this sprint. So this is a 4-week sprint where today was the first day, but if you're part of the Mastermind, you'll have instant access to all of the recordings and the transcripts and the presentations. And it was a really fun show today. So there's 3 more weeks, and over the 4-week sprint, you're going to make a micro course. And so it could be a micro course you deliver in person. It could be something you give on a webinar. It could be something you ultimately put on a learning management system, something like that. But the whole idea is to get comfortable with building yourself a course where you can teach anything. You sort of pick your subject, and Cindy does this all the time. So she brought her methodology for how she puts these things together. So my mom is a new subscriber because she likes Champy. Give a shout out to Mary if you have a second. Hey Mary, what's happening? Welcome. Let's see if we can get Champy singing a little bit here. Champy, come here, buddy. Champy, come here. Come on, you want to sing? You got to sing for Mary. We just did Weird Mary. See the hills white out, where the oak trees sway, whisper whistle of the train echoes through the day. Well, I heard there was a secret chord David played and it pleased the Lord. You don't really care for music, do ya? Goes like this, the fourth, the fifth, minor fall and a major lift. Baffled king composing, hallelujah. 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 All right. Welcome, Mary. Thank you for joining in the good fun. Okay, on deck, Perplexity Pro. How is it different than ChatGPT? How to get it free? Okay, good question. A lot of these models are functionally interchangeable at this point. But the thing that Perplexity has that others don't have is that it started its life as this hybrid between a web search and a large language model. So if you want to do research, Perplexity is really good because it's really good at citations. It started its life as this weird combo between search and large language models. All of the large language models at this point have deep research built into them, so you can do a lot of the same stuff. But Perplexity just has a different feel. It's just optimized for search. Now, you can get a year of Perplexity Pro for free if you go to your Venmo account. It's Venmo, is that right? You go to your Venmo account on mobile or PayPal. And then you go into your subscriptions area. Is that right? I'm relying on producer Brandon here. I can't remember the details. Yeah. And then you will see Perplexity. And if you connect either your Venmo account or your PayPal account to Perplexity, you get a year for free of Perplexity Pro. And then you also get access to their Comet web browser, which has got Perplexity built into the web browser itself, which if you don't really know what Perplexity is, you're like, so what does that mean? What it basically means is you have a web browser that's just like Chrome, just like a regular web browser, but you now have this sidebar that's a large language model that can search any tabs you have access to. So if you're logged into your email, for example, you could have it go search in your email for, I don't know, some important email that you know is in there somewhere. Anyway. All right. Fantastic. So that's pretty cool. If you haven't played with Perplexity, it's worth playing with. I can't make words with my tongue. I got a little inspired, like watching all these old videos. What I realized is that a number of those videos that were really nice, like that Ansel Adams one, where it's just the black and white photos of landscapes and things like that. Those were just me dicking around in image generation tools and then flipping them over to a video generation tool. It wasn't that long. I did a short little video with the little dude in Midjourney, but I haven't really used Midjourney to make one of those. So I thought maybe we'll go over and do that tonight. Is go to Midjourney and play around with style sheets. Go discover some whatever you call it, some new looks and feels. Maybe come up with a concept of the kinds of images we want to put together in some cool style, and then turn that into a music video. You can do that if you want. I don't know. What the hell do you want to do? TikTok pin. I'm a middle school teacher. Hey, Tony Williams. And I teach a class on AI. Far out! Thank God. I am so exhausted with our educational institutions staring in the face of the world's greatest, most profound knowledge tool in the history of humanity, and then going, "That's okay. We've got an AI detector. We're not going to let our kids use that AI slop." It blows my mind. So kudos to you for teaching a course on AI. I can't imagine, that must be an uphill battle, and I bet you get an earful from parents. And if there's anything I can ever do to help, bring me along. You want me to give the school administration an earful? I am happy to do it. Oh man, it is so silly. It's just ridiculous. Okay, let's go to Midjourney. I did some cool videos last night. I was so exhausted last night. I don't know why. I was really tired last night. And so I just went to bed, and I'm just sort of making images on Midjourney. I kept falling asleep, and then I'd wake up and I'd make some more images. And then I just animated a bunch of them before I went to sleep. The parent of 3 students would love it. That's awesome. Perplexity reminds me of Nellie from Little House on the Prairie. That's really funny. Oh, it's funny, Silver Fox. It's funny you say that. So if you're new here, and if you're new to AI, one of the questions that may be burning in your brain is, which AI is best? And what I can tell you at this point, we're coming on 3 years into the generative AI era, right? This all started, this channel started, and my interest in AI really got lit on fire when ChatGPT launched, right? So November 30th, 2022. So we're coming up on the 3-year anniversary of ChatGPT. At this point, any AI tool that you use is probably way more capable than you can imagine. So it literally doesn't matter which tool you choose. If you want to do open source ones because you believe in that, if you want to do OpenAI because they're the first and best, if you want to do Claude because they're working on safety, if you want to do Perplexity because it's better at research, whatever it might be, it really doesn't matter. What's starting to happen is that why you will choose a model to start working with is you'll like its personality. As weird as that sounds, they've all got personalities. And Silver Fox saying Perplexity reminds her of Nellie from Little House on the Prairie. Yeah, Claude has a kind of warmth to it. ChatGPT is a bit kind of smarmy and know-it-all-y. Perplexity's got this weird sort of formalness to it. Gemini is totally schizophrenic. Sometimes Gemini models are super cold and analytical, and other times they're absolutely creative and amazing. And so the only way to discover that is just to play. And what'll happen is, a good exercise to do is go set up 4 or 5 tabs of different models and just get free access. Any ones you have free access to. Set up a bunch of different tabs and then go to like ChatGPT and put one prompt in and choose a bunch of different models in ChatGPT. Choose GPT-5 Fast, Thinking Mini, Thinking, GPT-4o. Do like 4, same prompt, 4 different times in ChatGPT. Then flip to Perplexity and do it. Then flip to Claude and do it. Then flip to Gemini and do it. Then flip to Meta if you want to do that, or if you have access to Copilot with Microsoft. And just go, literally just go compare the outputs. It'll blow you away. because they absolutely have personalities. So, oh wow, yeah. Brandon's kids are still talking to Pi. So Pi was one of the first voice you could talk back and forth with it. And yeah, when you imprint on some of these models, they imprint kind of like personalities do. So anyway, all right, let me share my screen. TikTok pin. GPT just launched its medical models. Really? Wait, did they just launch that, or is that they mentioned that like a week or so ago? Is that the same thing? The medical stuff is intense. It's going to be good. We should play with that with the medical model. Yeah, we could play with that. Let me show you some of the things I made in Midjourney. I think that one's just beautiful. I mean, that cool little Jambi. Oops, I just launched the Poe app. Jesus, I haven't used that in forever. Oh, it still works. All right, there's that. So there's 4 of those. These I didn't make into videos yet. These are images. But I'm just going to show you a bunch of images here, and then I'm going to show you how we got to all these. So if you don't know Midjourney, Midjourney is kind of the OG image generation. It started out as a Discord server, and then it became a website. And they absolutely have the most artistic outputs of any of the image models. They also just got their asses sued by, I think it's Warner Brothers was it Warner Brothers for Spider-Man and something else? But their work is absolutely beautiful. Like what you can get out of it. So all of these, everything that I'm showing you here, I want to show you how I generated all these different looks and feels, all these different. This is all on the same single word prompt, by the way. Or it might have been a short little phrase. Same prompt, just using different styles. Isn't this remarkable? I love this one. For me, there's something about models that generate analog looking outputs that just blows my mind, because it kind of flies in the face of, when you think about an AI image, you think like all that purple and pink cyberpunk neon bullshit, and you see something like this and you're like, wait a minute, that's not AI. It is. That's a gorgeous image. All right, that I think was different. Okay, so starting here, all these images I just showed you, all the same prompt. So let me show you what we did here. The prompt was letting things go. And so we'll do a different prompt tonight. Someone give me a prompt. Give me some esoteric, some sort of prompt that might be interesting. I'll lean on Silver Fox. If you're there, Silver Fox, give me some sort of cool 1 to 3 word prompt that's deep and esoteric. Just keep swimming. All right, I'm going with Source Camp. Source Camp's in. Just keep swimming. Swimming. Okay, so that's going to be our prompt. And actually, I'm going to do 2 things. So we're going to go look at our settings. So we're going to do a 16 by 9 wide image. I've got my stylization set at 150. I'm going to leave that there. Weirdness at 0, variety at 0. I've got it in draft mode, so these happen faster and we don't use up as many credits. Just keep swimming. And then I've got personalization turned off. So if you're over here, you've got your settings are right there beside the submit button, and you've got personalization right here, draft mode right here. All right. And so I'm going to submit this, just keep swimming, without personalization, no style sheet. And then I'm going to turn on personalization. Same prompt, just keep swimming. So let's see what we get here. Well, these are kind of cool. Nice. Nice whale shark with two little waifs at the bottom of the pool. What app are you using? Midjourney. All right, so that's that. Now, with personalization on, here's with personalization on. Well, that's a cool one. Let's turn that one into a video. Let me go back here for a second. That one's really cool. I'm going to go high motion auto. And then we got that one, and then we got that one. So just keep swimming. That one's also cool. We'll do a high motion animation of that one too. Okay. So if you're wondering what is personalization, over here on the left-hand menu bar, you've got personalization and mood boards. They're kind of variations on a theme, but if you go to personalize, you can create, you can turn personalization on and off here. You can also do it in the upper right-hand corner. And then you can create global profiles, or you can create different profiles if you want. But what happens is, if I click on this profile, what it's going to do is it's going to pop up two images. So the way personalization works is you tell Midjourney what images you like. I didn't create these images. It's just feeding these to me. And so you can do this on your numeric keypad. If you hit the 1, you're going to vote for the image on the left. If you hit 2, you're going to vote for the image on the right. And if you hit 3, you're going to skip this pair. So basically what we're doing is we're telling the AI what we like. So I'm going to go 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to vote for either of those. 3, 3, 3, 3. I don't like any of those. 2. Oh, that's interesting. I like both of those. 1, 3, 1, 2. Right? So you just vote. And so I don't know. I've got 246 rankings in here. You can just keep ranking. And the more you rank, the more it'll learn your style. And so you can just turn that personalization on and off. So that's what personalization is. Okay. So back to the create tab. Are our videos done yet? They're close. They're not quite done. Okay, so now we're going to do a new thing. There's a new thing in Midjourney that they just added called what's it called? Mood? No, is it styles? Yeah, styles. So if you go to the Explore tab, so normally when you're on the Explore tab, you land on a page that's just got all these images on it. And these are images that other people have made. So any one of these images you see that you like, you can click on it, and you can see the prompt that they used, and you can reuse that. And so it's all this sort of incestuous, inspiration porn where you just grab images that you like and go make your own. And now they default this to the video tab because Midjourney can now do video. But they've added this new thing called styles. So if you click styles, there's over here in the top left, it defaults us to the top styles of the day. You can also click on the ones that you like. I guess you can give thumbs up on ones that you like. You can see which ones are the hot ones, which are similar to the top ones of the day. And then the button that I like up here is random. So just click on random styles. Okay, so what's cool is, so I can now scroll through this list. These are all just SREFs. If you know what an SREF is, it's a style reference. And so what Midjourney has done is they've basically just created their own visual style library. So here's a Salvador Dali looking one. So I'm going to say try style. Wait, submit current. Yeah. So this is going to be just keep swimming. It's going to be our. Oh wait, I'm going to turn off personalization because I just want it to be the styles that are driving the image. So this is no personalization, trying styles, and just keep swimming. So I'm going to do that Salvador Dali one. I'm going to do this dark black one here at the top. We like that light blue one. That'll be good for just keep swimming. Oh, this is kind of fun. Try that style. Try this style. So every time I'm clicking try this style, it's just auto prompting ChatGPT to build some shit for us. And so the thing that I've been thinking about, but I haven't done, but I thought maybe we'll do it tonight since I got inspired looking at all those old videos, is you can go through here and just find stuff that tickles your fancy. Take a single prompt. I just said tickles your fancy, didn't I? It's okay. You can all leave now. We don't need to do this anymore. I'm starting to use phrases like tickles your fancy. I think we're done here. I think we've learned everything we can learn. Oh, there's a nice deep blue one. Oh, good Lord. Okay. All right. So I've done enough. How many? I've done 13 different sets of 4. So again, if you were wondering, like, how do you get all those interesting different things? Well, just like we just did it. All right. So here's the videos that we made before. So first of all, how good is that? Really good. Midjourney video is insane. Gorgeous. All right, she's got weird arms, but it's a weird lens, so you could maybe forgive that. That's a little more normal. Does she have a beard? I think she has a beard. But that's pretty cool. Okay, but you're already starting to see. So one way you could do this is you could do a bunch of like kids swimming with goggles and fish in a bunch of different styles. You can do it all in the same style. We can also just start flipping through here and seeing if we find a style that we fall in love with, and then just start mucking with it. This is the Salvador Dali one. I think that needs to be animated. We'll do low motion on that one. Just keep swimming. Wow, look at that. That's gorgeous. TikTok pin. It's the Grandpa Learning Lab. Well, shiver me timbers. That just tickles my fancy. Bless your heart. Yeah, I know. It is kind of Gramps. Gramps. Oh, good Lord. Like these came out crappy. I don't like them. That one's really nice, but these are weird. Like the training data here must have been on some just incomplete, bad contrast, something or other. Anyway, that one's cool. Love this. So imagine like a whole video of animated this. There's something there. Get off my generated lawn. Nirvana vibes. Consider your fancy tickled. Oh man, that one's kind of cool. The cornfish. Let's animate that one. We'll do high motion. Ooh, I like this style a lot. This was like a Renaissance painting. Wow. Oh wait. Oh, my TikTok died. Oh, now it's back. TikTok died for a minute. Sorry about that. These are the AI versions of e-cards. They're totally that. I like that cornfish. Ooh, love this style. Wow. I actually I think I want to do a video with all these Renaissance looking paintings, but with weird prompts. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So here's what you can do now. So you've got profile. Wait, did that use my profile? Why did it use personalization? I don't get it. Oh, maybe it didn't. I don't know. So here's the sref. So if you click, here's your little prompt. Just keep swimming. And then here's the sref. So that's the thing we pulled from the style sheet. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to okay, so we're going to do this. Let's go back here. We're going to go just keep swimming, sref that. Then I'm going to go -R. We haven't even looked at all the other ones yet. R4. So this is going to give me 4 sets of 4. This is going to give me 16 images at 150 stylization. And then I'm going to do just keep swimming, same sref. And I'm going to move my stylization to 500. And then I'm going to go -R, space 4, repeat 4 times. We'll make that. I'm going to do just keep swimming, that same sref. Stylization, we'll go 900, -R, space 4. All right, so now my whole feed, like all 16 of these are going to be all in that style. So let's go look at some of the other styles. Oh, there's that dude. That's kind of cool. Oh, some of these are cool. Damn, man. Yeah, this looks like the neurotic kid that sat next to you in high school that only drew with blue ballpoint pens. This is the shit he drew. His art's been scraped. He's gonna sue Midjourney too. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow, oh god, these are gonna be gorgeous. Let's animate all 4 of these. These are gonna be gorgeous. Okay, so we'll do high motion for all of these. High motion, high motion, high motion. Those are cool. Okay. Nice. That's a little too, what do you call it? Folk art for me. That's nice. That's nice. Like this. All right. Here's the dude. That's kind of cool. Not super great. All right, here's the cornfish. Oh, you got the bike attached to him. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Wow. Look how gorgeous these are. Holy shit. Every one of these is beautiful. Every fucking one of them. All from the same prompt. Just keep swimming. I think I like the low stylization ones better. Except I don't know. Wait, how many? These are the ones. So these are okay. Let me go back. Okay, so these are all at 150 stylization. The 4 of those are just gorgeous. Riding the shark with the big ship in the background. Fuck, that's cool. These are all 150. Yeah, we're going to animate all of these. I'm probably going to blow through my credits. Okay, now that's 150. Now we're at 500. So the next 16 are going to be at 500. Cool little submarine. Like I got to tell you, I mean, it's so funny. Like when you hear people talk about AI and AI slop and it can never be creative. Like, how do I put this? What I'm doing right now is creatively identical to when I'm walking around outside with a camera. So like when I'm walking around outside with a camera, the only thing I do to take a picture is push the button, right? Which is, you could argue, well, there's nothing creative about that. All you had to do was push a button. But it's like where I choose to walk, what I choose to look at, what of the stuff I choose to look at is interesting enough to push the button. What was so interesting that I took 6 pictures of it instead of just 1? Why? Like, what was it? So it's a similar thing here where I'm generating a bunch of images, just pushing the button, and then there's something about this aesthetic that made me stop and made me create all these things. And now it's almost like we've created a whole new world. Someone make incredible TV screensavers. They would. Yeah, AI can't be creative, just burns my biscuits. You know why it burns my biscuits, Source Camp? Is because it just shows a lack of understanding of what people are actually dealing with AI. Like, what is creativity? How are humans creative? Well, they're born, and then they see shit, or they experience shit, or they smell shit, or they hear shit. They make shit. And then at some point they get words and language, and they get told this is good and this is bad. And at some point they're told you're good or you're bad. And it all goes into this large language model in our head. And then at some point they go to school and they make a doodle, and the teacher says, oh, you make good doodles. And they're like, I like doodles. Doodling's good. And they keep doodling. And then they go to high school and they're still doodling. And the art teacher says, you should go to art school. Because I'm a doodler. I'm going to become an artist because I doodle. Then they go to art school and they learn about this and that, and they just jamming shit in their head. And it's all being embedded. Not in its original form, in some sort of weird matrix of electrical signals. Right? And then at some point, you're walking down the street and you see a reflection in a puddle and you look at it funny and all of your little synapses go brrr, and they connect a bunch of shit that never otherwise wouldn't have been connected. And you're like, I need to take a picture of that, and then I'm going to put a rubber duck on it and an ocean liner. And I'm going to do that in Photoshop. And like, we have that idea. Then we go back to Photoshop. We take the picture. We go back to Photoshop. We go find a clip art ocean liner. We put it in there, and now we have art. And we call that creative. Well, how? Where's the one? That one. Guy's riding a shark with a giant boat in the distance. How did that come together? Well, a bunch of shit was put into a large language model, and Kelly Camp came up with the prompt, just keep swimming. And someone took the training part of the data that was from like Renaissance paintings, where they painted a bunch of other shit, and they get smashed together into some fucking crazy straw of a brain, and this came out. How's that different? It's not different. I think there's a guilt that people have with AI art that it's like, well, I didn't put in a lot of time, so therefore it's not good. Photographers don't have that guilt. Next Vision disagrees with me totally. Why? For what reason? So I assume what you're saying is the machine itself can't be creative. But this is not the machine itself. This is me as a producer using these tools, tapping into this model that has learned as much as it can of everything that's out there in the world, aesthetically and language-wise. So it's not just the AI doing this. Like that, like one of the things that gets missed in every one of these conversations is the person that's in the driver's seat. The assumption of the creative community right now is that if you use AI, you're a talentless, lazy hack. That all you're doing is pushing a button. And the people that I know that are doing interesting work in AI, that's not how they work. It's not how they work at all. They're sitting there kind of like Rick Rubin with some idea of what he wants a song to be, or he'll listen to a song and he's like, okay, I kind of have an idea for how we could do this. And he says to the engineer, I want you to go do the thing with the dials that makes it sound like we're underwater. And then he says to the bass player, can you make that more thumpy? And then he says to the singer, you know what? Let's put a different mic there. Don't we have one of those mics that makes it sound a little tinnier? You could argue that Rick Rubin's doing nothing, right? He's just prompting a room full of people. Oh, the troll left. Okay. I don't mind trolls. I don't mind people disagreeing with me, but like I want to have a decent conversation about it, because if you're going to hate on AI, then like at least understand what you're hating on. Right? Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I think you can absolutely be creative. We're going to make a video here of all these fucking insane surreal scenes. Oh, we got those videos too. Okay, so all of those things are done. Maybe this is the video. Fuck, that's cool. Can't be creative. The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Yeah, exactly, Rick. It's like I'm the arbiter of taste in this equation right now. Right? This thing that I think is beautiful, someone else probably goes, oh, I hate that style of art. Okay. Then you would make a different thing than I make. Right? Just because I like this doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It means I like this. That's it. That's all it means. These are so cool. Wow, that one's really good. I don't know what I want to do. I've got a dilemma here. We could do little vignettes. Huh. All right. Well, whatever. Okay. So what we're going to do, do I want low motion on these or high motion? I want high motion. So the difference between low and high motion is one moves more. That's it. That's it. You don't have a ton of creative control with Midjourney, but the models are so good. Okay, so let's go. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go make a shit ton of videos, and then we're just going to go download them. I don't like that. I do like that. We'll grab that one. Grab that one. Definitely that one. I don't like the fins on that fish, but it's kind of cool. All right, we'll do that. Not that. Yes, that. Yes, that. Yes, that. No, 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 no. Yeah, some of these I don't like. That one's cool. That's very cool. That's very cool. That's good. I'm probably going to max out my cycles here in a second. That's cool. Your job was not submitted. You have reached the maximum number of things, you selfish pig. I'm draining Hoover Dam, and what do we do? We're using all the water. We're burning all the oil. Just so I can make a stupid fucking non-creative movie. Too many cute jobs. I get it. I'm a pig. Oh my god, these are so cool. I got to go make some more of those. We got to get that. So those are the videos. So we got to go find the. All right, here it is. So here's the style ref. And it's just keep swimming. And we'll move this back to 150 because that's where we got all those at 150. And then I'll just do --R space 5. So we'll do 20 of those images. And maybe I'll make that video instead. Anybody have any questions? Other than, how can I be such a non-creative oaf? Man on the ocean floor fish is my fave. I know, that one's really cool. You mean this one, Rick? Hang on. Which one was it? Oh, those are the new images. Wait, where was it? You mean this one, right? That one? That one's pretty fucking cool. Yeah. Yeah, I know. That one's good. All right. Here's our videos of this style. Yeah, I thought maybe high motion was too much. It's too much. I bet it's too much for all of these. Oh, that's cool. Huh. Awesome. I could write a novel about that image in motion. Well, it's funny. When I was thinking about the prompt walk today, the idea that I had was, so if you weren't here last night, I came up with this idea called the 303 prompt walk. So 303 is the Denver area code. The 303 prompt walk. And what it is, it's a combination of a walking tour, a photographic walking tour, and prompting lessons. And so the basic idea is you go to, cool locations that you can walk in downtown Denver. You have people take pictures, and then you teach them to prompt into AI and do something cool with those images. And what I realized is you could do it multimodally, where you start out with them taking a picture and then you output another picture, but in a different style. But then maybe the next stop, rather than outputting a picture, you output a poem, or you output the story of the picture that you just took. And then maybe that leads to other things. So that's actually kind of a cool idea. I think I'll write a song too. Yeah, that's very cool. Love it. Timmy, get out of the ocean. It's dinner time. That's good. Wow. I love the texture on the side of that shark. See, I think the high motion was bad on all of these. These should all be low motion. Synesthesia of thinking is what I described. Huh. Yeah, it kind of is like that. I mean, I've always been fascinated by synesthesia, which is if some people hear music and they can see colors. And we now live in a world where any input can lead to any output. Right? A poem can turn into a picture. A picture can turn into a sculpture that you 3D print. A short story could turn into a software application, a spreadsheet. Any input, any output. And then it starts to be like, who become the AI artists? Like, what do AI artists do? I think AI artists get really nimble with their definition of outputs. They somehow retain a creative vision and allow their outputs to just fucking fan out. I mean, I think that's a kind of artist. I think you're going to have other kinds of artists that are just really good at making movies or really good at doing certain things. But I think you're going to have a new kind of artist that is, they can take any input and just imagine it in ways no one else can even dream of. All right. I'm not liking the high motion on there's something about this style that high motion is too much. It needs to be more serene. It's like, see how fast he's wagging his tail there? That should be a much slower, just like he's drifting. All right. So I'm gonna bail on that one for a second, because I like this other style a lot. I'm going to alternate with these between low and high motion. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high. Low. Oh my God, that was gorgeous. Did you see that image? All right, I ran out of. Look at that. The scale. This is like a little tarpon, or like a big tarpon, right on the bottom of the ocean. And then this is just all these other kinds of fish, like all pointing in at it. Miss Birch, love this idea. All right, so now let's go back out and look at what we've done. Too many queued jobs because I'm a selfish pig. I'm burning down the planet, but I'm making pretty pictures. Oh my god. Oh my god. That one's gorgeous too. Let's do high motion on that. I think it let me. God damn, that's gorgeous. Look at that one. This dude standing. What's cool about this is it's like you've got a dude with his reflection on the beach. So this is sand, but then here's the fish swimming. Like it's a new kind of environment. Oh, love the 303 prompt idea. Yeah, so Miss Birch, so today when we did the AI Salon Mastermind mini course, we kicked off this 4-week sprint to build a mini course. So what I'm going to build over the next 4 weeks is I'm going to build the 303 prompt walk guide and handouts and marketing materials deck. And then we're going to publish that in the AI Salon Mastermind. So anyone that's part of the mastermind will be able to get that for free. But part of what I have to do is I actually have to go do one of these to get my examples and figure out exactly what I want to do on this prompt walk. So I'm pretty excited about it. And I kind of hate it because like the last thing I need in this world right now is another fucking project, but it's one of the challenges with AI is that if you play with it like a practice, like the reason I do these lives, as much as I love you all, the self-serving part of this is it forces me to just play and explore and play and explore. And one of the things I hit on last night was an idea for how to use ChatGPT's new branching feature. And it's tied to like 4 other ideas that I've had over the past 2 weeks. And I was like, oh, I've got a cool way to use that branching feature. And then in using that branching feature, it came up with that prompt walk idea, which then turned into this AI prompt walk, which then turned into, oh, this could be an AI salon thing. And, and it's just like, when you play with this stuff, the risk of it is it's going to spin up new ideas in you and get you really excited about these cool ideas that you have, which is kind of the magic of it, you know? Okay. Okay, so we did that one, and then let's do this one. Okay. Okay, so here's our... Oh, that's interesting. Someone's swimming in it. That's weird, though. Ooh! That's trippy. Those are fish that turn into people. Every one of these. I don't know which one's better. This one's trippy. Wait, a branching feature? Yeah, so Side Hustle Mimi. Okay, so here's an idea that I had for how to use it, and it worked really well last night. So in ChatGPT here, I'll show you really quick. We'll come back to Midjourney. Is that ChatGPT? It's not. That is. Okay. So we're going to do new prompt. We're going to do new chat. And I'm going to do oh, you know what we're going to do? Watch this. If you haven't seen this before, this is going to be cool. Rick, I'll do your idea. This is going to blow your mind if you haven't seen this. Where is it? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Okay. Copy image. So I'm going to go to ChatGPT. I'm going to paste that image in. I'm going to go to ChatGPT 4 because I know how this behaves. I'm going to say, tell me the backstory here in the form of a sophisticated short story that lives in the space between dream and reality. You can also just say, just tell me the backstory of this image. The Stillwater Exchange. He stopped measuring time in hours or days. Instead, Elias counted pauses, those fragile moments when the world inhaled and forgot to exhale. It was in one of those pauses that he found himself standing alone on an endless plain of white, so silent it hummed. Before him, a school of fish, not swimming, suspended, not in water, not in air, just there. They formed a slow-moving spiral in the air like a murmur of thought suspended mid-sentence. That reminds me of you, Silver Fox, the way you write. They formed a slow-moving spiral in the air like a murmur of thought suspended mid-sentence. That's beautiful. 100 silver minds, there you go, 100 silver minds turning as if whispering in a language just beyond his hearing. Their eyes, tiny black pinpricks, held no malice, no fear, only quiet language. Okay, so now, here's where branching comes in. So you've got this whole thing. Cool. We've got a short story. Love it. The 3 dots here at the bottom. Oh, shit. I'm not sharing. Hang on. So anyway, so just to show you what I did, I uploaded that photo. I put, tell me the backstory, and then I was reading the story. So at the end of this story, you've got all these icons at the bottom of every prompt, right? Copy, thumbs up, thumbs down, share, try again. And you now have this 3 dots, more actions, and you can say branch into a new chat. So what I could do here is I could say, okay, I like this short story as it was written, but I want to branch this into a new chat, and I'm going to say, I think this would be better as a song. Who are 3 artists this reminds you of? Let's see if it gets musicians right. Aurora, the Norwegian singer's ethereal style, Sigurd Ros, and Agnes Obel, all Nordic people, it sounds like. Okay, I'm going to say, great. Write me an epic song that combines their styles and pays homage to the image. All right, so that's off doing its thing. So if you come back over here to your left-hand little column, what's going on? Share this tab instead. It's not sharing this tab. Oh, because I went to a new tab. Okay, so there it's making this song. If I go back to my chats here, turtle image automation request. This was the original prompt, so I can rename this and say, wait, is this automation? No, this was it. So wait a minute. Oh, did I lose it? I lost it. Anyway, I lost it because I was dicking around too much. Anyway, you can branch it off, and you could do one branch that turns this into a song, another branch that turns this into a PowerPoint presentation, another branch that turns it into something else. But you still have your main branch that you can go back and just do whatever you want within there. So that's that. Okay. All right. We're going to go pick some images and go make a movie. We got to make a song first, don't we? All right, there's our stills. All right, here's our movies. All right, so we got this swimming one. I think this is the most compelling one. It's like they're fish and then they're people. Ah, damn it. One of the bad interface elements about Midjourney is if you hit your trackpad, it scrolls you way beyond where you were. Okay, this one, right? Yeah. Okay. Download. All right. So we're just going to keep going. Okay, don't like that. Kind of fascinating, isn't it? No, that one's too weird. It's a little surreal, but that's all right. The whole thing's going to be surreal. That one's kind of cool. Oh, that one's like she's ice skating. That one's really cool. Okay. So we're going to download that. Yeah, that one's cool. Anyone feeling not creative right now? Yes, I'm feeling pretty fucking inspired. Yeah, that's the one. All right. God, that's gorgeous. I think that might be the one. Oh, maybe that. What? I think this is the one. No, not that one. This is the one. Yeah, that's the one. And like, how am I choosing what I'm choosing? I don't. Okay, let me tell you a good story. Oh, this is a really good story. Okay, because this is very relevant to all the shit we're talking about here. And if you're an irregular, you've probably heard this before. But this was one of the more impactful things in my life. It's fun. It's funny, like the little things that happen that stick in your brain as significant. Because this is a minor moment. But I was taking guitar lessons, and I've never really taken guitar lessons. I mean, I only was taking lessons with this guy for probably a month or 8 weeks or whatever. And we're playing songs, and he's teaching me chords, or I think he might have even been playing chords. And he was talking about music theory and major versus minor chords, and he was playing this, and he was playing that, and he was just going through the chords. And as he was playing a sequence, I said, "Wait a minute, stop. I said, why does that, what's with that chord?" And he said, "Oh, you can't see anything. Oh, sorry. I need a shock collar. Sorry, guys." um, sorry, Brandon. Oh, didn't realize I was on the wrong tab. So anyway, so I've been So what I was doing just now is there are 4 versions of this. There's this one, it's kind of cool. There's this one, it's a little weird. There's this one, and they kind of separate nice, and then you get this pile of them. Like that's the one I selected, and then this one is just not good. And so what I was saying is, why did I choose this one? Like, what is it about this one that made me choose it? So I'm taking lessons with this guitar teacher, and he's playing these chords, and I said, wait, what's that one chord? And he played it, and I said, why does that one sound better than all the others? And his response was, he goes, oh, it doesn't. He goes, that's just your musical taste. And it was the first time I realized that, like, I love minor chords. It's funny. Champy sings at A minor. It's out of tune, but there's C major, A minor. And it was an A minor that he played. And I'm like, why is that so much more beautiful? And he just goes, that's your musical taste. And I had never really considered that I had a musical point of view. Like, it felt obvious to me that was the better chord. And like, so the music I tend to like tends to be depressing. I like storytelling. I like minor chords. I like clear voices. I like, simple music. And to me, it's inspiring and uplifting and amazing. And when I put on the music I like with my co-founder of my business, like if we're in New York, we're, driving around to clients and shit like that, I'll put on my music. Within 30 seconds, her response is, this is kind of depressing. Can you put on something else? And it's just, that's how we are. So whether you're aware of it or not, you've got a creative point of view. You have a point of view. And so what we're doing here when we're sort of navigating through all these creative modes in Midjourney is we're just exercising our creative point of view. And I think the art moving forward is going to be to really hone that, really understand what you like and what makes you happy and what makes you sing, because that's the work that's going to stand out above the rest. All right, let's go get some more. God, that's gorgeous. That one's not as gorgeous. That one is. Okay, so 3. That one's the best one so far. Then this one. No, that's not good. Okay, so it's 3 again. Seems to be number 3 seems to be the one. So we're going to download that. Look at the composition of these is amazing. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. I think that's the one. Again, the third one. Well, this one's looking pretty good. Oh, he didn't swim through it, though. I think it's the third one. He's trying to catch up. He goes back to try to get through it. Yeah, that's the one. All right. Isn't this cool? Oh, wait. Silver Fox, I just finished the story he wrote from the screen that was up for so long. Oh, that's hilarious. Sad college girl music. Exactly. God, I love Fiona Apple, Nico Case, what's her name? Ani DeFranco, like all of them. I love all of those sad singer-songwriters. Those are totally my jam. Okay, that's not good. This is maybe good. Whoa, look at those spaceship looking fish. That's kind of cool. Not good. Okay, so we'll do the spaceship fish one. All right. And I know it's getting late. We might finish this tomorrow because I think what we need to do, I don't like any of those. We're not going to use those. I wish it wouldn't put swim fins on the people, but that one's better. They're just sitting there. That's not good. That one's pretty beautiful. All right, we'll take that one. No. 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 None of these are quite right. No, none of those are right. All right, next. Gorgeous. Oh, gorgeous. I don't know if you knew this, but artificial intelligence is just a stochastic puppet. It's just next token prediction. It can never be creative. Never. It can never ever be anyone using artificial intelligence as a creative tool is a talentless hack that has no creativity in their own bones. Sad state of affairs. They just push a button and expect everyone to love it. La da da ti ta ti 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 ti. These are all beautiful. Which one do we use? Not that one. This one's pretty cool. Okay, that. No, or the first one. This one. Oh yeah, I think it's that one. Oh God, yes. All right. Damn, that's gorgeous. All right, that's that. TikTok pin. I see no pin. Side hustle Mimi. So essentially, Kyle likes sad college girl music. It's a whole genre. It is. It is. I used to joke about it with my wife. It was like, how did I called them whiny. Was it whiny? No, depressing. I forget what it was, but for me, it was a term of endearment. But they all had like Alanis Morissette was the rock version of it. You had Jewel in there. She was doing her thing. Oh man. I believe you need to join the mastermind to have access to the master class. Yeah. So the content, so the prototyping sprint that started today to have access to the video from today and the presentation from today and to have access to the next 3 weeks, you have to join the mastermind. It's $20 a month. What's cool about the mastermind is it's a group of people within the salon that are kind of stepping up to sort of take their craft to the next level. So we're getting a chance to get to know each other in a different way. I'm really digging the mastermind. The whole idea was to have a more focused, more committed place, and that's what it is. So, okay, is this a new? Yeah, this is it. Oh, you're right. This dude. No. That one's kind of cool. Yeah, that one's kind of cool. All right, we'll take that. All right, we said no to those. Yeah. Oh, okay. I was way down. And that's it. Okay. So now what we can go do is I can do a quick preview. Let me stop sharing here. Okay. Hang on a sec. Okay, so now I'm just in Finder. So these are all the things I just downloaded. So I'm just going to do like a quick little preview of what an edit would look like, putting all of our selects together. So this is kind of what Kelly Bosch does. If you know Kelly Bosch's work, and I don't know if her process may have changed since I've last talked to her about this, but what she would do is she would sit down at night when she was like just watching TV or whatever, and would just be in Midjourney or ChatGPT, just popping in a prompt and generating images. Generate. And then what she would do is go back through all of the videos that she generated and pick the ones she liked and sort of drop them into a folder. And then she would edit them together and either write music or find music to put behind them. So that's the same basic idea here. So if we click on this, let me just go through these quick and I'll just show you what an edit might look like. And like imagine these things cross blending into one another slowly. Where it's just like they just keep morphing one into the other. And like, when do you put the orange one in? When do you put in the pop of color? Is that at the end? Is that at the beginning? Is it in the middle? Do you put all these things that have spirals in them together? Do you put the ones that have people in them? Are there ones that are more like dance than more like swimming that you put together? Look at that one. Fucking gorgeous. And that's it. That's what we got. So we've probably got, how long are these? They're 5 seconds each. I think we can go in and we can extend them. But they're 5 seconds each. And so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's a minute. There's a minute long video. So maybe you go generate 10 more. You do like a minute and a half video. TikTok question. Could you convert video into frames to edit elements? Like get rid of the fins? Yeah, you can. It depends. It depends how much control you want. But you can take, I mean, here, let's try something. Let me go grab a still. You said you wanted to get rid of fins. So let's go find. All right, let's take this image. Copy image. Now I'm going to go to chat. We're gonna play Nano Banana. So I'm going to paste in that image. I'm going to say remove the eyes from the fish and make their tails sharp like a sword. And then I'm going to do aspect underscore ratio equals quotes 16:9 quote. Because with Nano Banana, you can't just tell it you want a 16:9 aspect ratio. It'll ignore you. But if you put in that little code, apparently it works. I don't know. All right, let's see what this does. What just happened? Something went wrong. All right. Paste that image back in. Try it again. Something went wrong. I know it went wrong. So wait, let me copy the prompt, reload the page. Got to sign in. Source Camp was telling me she recognizes all my songs. It's very sad. All right, we're gonna go there. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna copy this image. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna paste this in. Now we're gonna try it again. Boom. All right. I love that one with the yellow faces. Wow. I know. Isn't that one beautiful, Silver Fox? Beautiful. That's what I like about making loads of stuff in Suno. I don't do anything but make what I want to hear. Yeah. And then I select a few of those generations to share publicly. Yes. Sometimes someone else likes them. Yes. It's crazy. All right. That did not do what we wanted it to do, did it? Son of a bitch. Although what it did do was it made it. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Make the eyes of the fish large and red. Sometimes AI doesn't like the concept of removing things. It's good at adding things. It doesn't like the idea of removing things. Okay, now we'll say all of the fish need red eyes. Oh, I meant get rid of the swimmer's fins. Oh, yeah. Yes, you could do that. Well, but you would have to do that for each image. What I would actually do in that case is I would just do another animation in Midjourney until it didn't give the swimmer's fins. You can also prompt in Midjourney what you want the things to do. So that's not going to do the red eyes for whatever reason. So I can say, yeah. I can now put in a prompt and tell it what to do. So you could actually prompt it to not have fins on the people, swim fins on the people. Anyway, all right. So tomorrow, what I think we'll do, if something big doesn't drop and if I don't have an ADD moment, we'll take these images. We'll make a couple of more. I think we need a few more. And we'll here. Let me pop up the yellow ones. This is the third one, right? Yeah. That's so cool. All right, we'll leave that there. Okay. So tomorrow what we'll do is we'll turn this into a music video. What time is the Mastermind class? The Mastermind class is Tuesdays, the next 3 Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Mountain Time. So whatever that is, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Okay. So tomorrow what we'll do, we'll make some more of these videos. We'll go into a video editing software. We'll go over to Suno and we'll write a song for this. And then we'll make a new fish video. Or not a new fish video. We'll make a fish video. And then that'll be the new video that comes out of the AI Learning Lab. All right. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Tomorrow, I've got the AI Readiness Project podcast. That's myself and Ann Murphy. That's at 3 p.m. So The AI Mastermind is on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Mountain. The AI Readiness Project podcast is airing live tomorrow at 3 p.m. Mountain. And yeah, you should watch it. You can also, if you go to Apple Music or Spotify and you search for the AI Readiness podcast, we have now done, I think, 27 podcasts, which blows my mind. You put stuff in motion, and before you know it, shit happens. That kind of was like that tonight. The reason I played all those videos at the beginning of the show tonight was like, I just went to the AI Learning Lab channel, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Oh, I forgot about that one. I forgot about that one. And I thought maybe just go play some videos. That'd be kind of fun. All right. That school of fish would look beautiful as a ball gown. Oh, it would. That'd be a gorgeous ball gown. Very cool. All right, everybody. Let me flip this switch and get the hell out of Dodge. All right. Yeah. So what's today? Today's Tuesday. So tomorrow's just normal time on Wednesday. I don't think I have anything going on. So yeah. So I will see you at 8:00 tomorrow. Hope you had a good night. Peace out, everybody. Boom.